technique. Any technique. So we can easily say summation alpha cube is equal to summation alpha all cube minus 3 summation alpha beta plus 3 summation alpha beta gamma. So what is summation alpha? That is minus 2 over 3. What is summation alpha beta? That is minus 4 over 3. What is summation alpha beta gamma? That is summation, that is minus 1 over 3. So S3, which is summation alpha cube, is equal to minus 2 over 3 cube minus 3 into minus 2 over 3 into minus 4 over 3 plus 3 minus 1. So this is minus 8 over 3 minus 1, 27 in the LCM, minus 8 minus 72 minus 27. So this is minus 107 over 27. So with this, you can also use, this is summation. You can use recurrence. You can use any other technique. Because for you to use recurrence, you need to get S2 to get this. We know S1 already. So any technique, any of the techniques. So let's see which other one we can use here. Even you can use what's it called? Substitution. You can even use the substitution here too. So just try, and then you get the same answer. Here we have find the equation whose roots are alpha square, beta square, and gamma square. We have alpha, beta, gamma as the roots of 3x cubed minus 7x squared plus 11x minus 5 equals 0. The equation is this. And we have said, for this kind of situation, the best way out is to use substitution. Substitution method. And what do? We say y equals to x squared. So x, okay, let's leave it like this. Y equals to x squared. I want you to know that you might not need to make this one x equals root of y and substitute. You can even expand and then bring in y to substitute x squared in the equation. Let's go. So here I can easily make it like this. 3x, but in this place you might not do it like this. You might leave it here like this. Now we have it like this. Let's rearrange it. It's going to be 3x cubed plus 11x is equal to 7x squared plus 5. We are still doing the same thing, but I always like to make it like this. But I just want to show you, you might not necessarily make it like this before you work it out. Now let's square both sides. Since we know that y is going to represent x squared, let's square both sides. So this is going to be 9x raised to the power 6 plus 121x squared plus 2 into 3x cubed to 11x. And this one will also be equal to 49x raised to the power 4 plus 25 plus 2 into 5 into 7x squared. Now I have this 9x raised to the power 6 plus 121x squared plus 66x raised to the power 4 is equal to 49x raised to the power 4 plus 25 plus 70x squared. You see, the reason why we arrange it like this is so that at the end of the day, after squaring both sides, we are going to have even numbers, even powers of x, so that we'll be able to substitute this. We'll be able to get good substitution for y. Me, I like making it like this and then putting it in the equation. Then I have done that in the past. So now you can also do it. But let's do this one. So I have 9x raised to the power 6, 66 minus 49. I did that 17. That's minus 17x raised to the power 4. 121 minus 70. So this is plus 51 x squared minus 25 equals 0. Now, we have to make y to be equal to x squared. So this is going to be 9y cubed plus 17y squared plus 51y minus 25 equals 0. So this is the correct equation now. This is the correct equation. For this one, you can easily, make mistake or leave it like this. But if you have already changed it to be like this, we work it out to get your final answer. So I prefer using this. We have done this one in the past questions using this technique. So just substitute straight and then work it out from there. Now here, this is a simple question. We have find x minus 3. If x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4 equals 0. Now, let's start. You can say x cubed minus 3x squared plus 0x plus 4 equals 0. Because since you have the power in cube, we are going to have 4 terms. So, that of x is missing, so which means that the coefficient is 0. Now, let's divide through by x cubed. We now have 1 minus 3 x raised to the power minus 1 plus 0 x raised to the power minus 2 plus 4 x raised to the power minus 2. Now, if we now use what's it called? Recurrence. We are going to have 3 minus 3 s minus 1 plus 0 s minus 2 plus 4 s minus 3 equals 0. 3. Because it is 3, we have 3 roots. So this one will multiply by 3, as explained earlier. So this one is 3s minus 1. Now, we know what s minus 1 is. We don't even need to find s minus 2 because the coefficient is 0. So what is s minus 1? Is equal to minus coefficient of this over this. So that is, minus coefficient of this. Minus coefficient of x over this is going to be 0. And that is 0. So, s minus 1 is 0. S minus 2, we don't need to find it because the coefficient is 0. So at the end of the day, we have 3 minus 3 into 0 plus 0 times s minus 2 plus 4s minus 3 equals to 0. So 3 plus 4s minus 3 is equal to 0. So s minus 3 is equal to minus 3 over 4. So the sum of the coefficient of the cube of the roots is minus 3 over 4. Now we have a quadratic polynomial given as x raised to the power 4 plus 3x squared minus x plus 5 equals 0. As roots alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Find the values of s2 and s4. This is the equation. Plus 0x cubed plus 3x squared minus x plus 5 equals 0. With the equation like this, we can, from here we see that s1 is equal to minus 0 over 1. That's 0. You can find s2 also by using this s1 squared minus 2 to solution alpha beta. And alpha beta is equal to 3 over 1. So that is 0 minus 2. That is minus 6. That's minus 6. Now, for this, let us use recurrence. We can now see s4, this one is not here, plus 3 s2 minus s1 plus 5 equals 0. No, plus 20, sorry. Because it's 4 roots, so that will be multiplied by 4 is 0. Now, what's s2 minus 6 times 3 minus 18? What's s1? 0 plus 20 equals 0. So s4 is equal to minus 2. So you can see s4 is equal to minus 2 and s2 is equal to minus 6. Now we have this. The quadratic polynomial given as x raised to the power 4 minus x raised to the power 3 minus plus 2x squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. And now I have to find s1, s minus 1 and s2. Now this is the equation. X raised to the power 4 minus x cubed plus 2x squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. Now s1 can be easily gotten. That is minus minus 2 over minus 5. That is minus 2 over 5. This coefficient of this over this. Now we also have to find S2, and that is S1 squared minus 2 summation alpha beta. So what is summation alpha beta? Is equal to 2 over 1. That's so S2 will be equal to 1 squared minus 2 into 2, which is minus 3. So we have S1 is 1, S2 is S minus 1 is minus 2 over 5, and S2 is minus 3. Given that S2 plus S squared minus 5 equals 0 as roots alpha, beta, gamma, find cubic equation with roots 1 over alpha minus 2, 1 over beta minus 2, and 1 over gamma minus 2. The easiest way is to use substitution method. So that's, you can now say y equals 1 over x minus 2. So we can say yx minus 2y equals 1. So y x equals 1 plus 2y. Now x will now be equal to 1 plus 2y over y. So what this implies is that in the original equation, we are going to substitute 1 plus 2y over y for x in the equation. So x equals 1 plus 2y over y. And the equation is this: x cubed plus x squared minus 5 equals 0. So substitute 1 plus 2y over y for x. Now write 1 plus 2y over y cubed plus 1 plus 2y over y squared minus 5 equals 0. Cube is going to show here. Let's multiply through by y cube. So I'm going to have 1 plus 2y cubed plus 1 plus 2y squared y minus 5y cubed. Now let's factorize. I'm going to have 1 plus 2y all squared into 1 plus 2y plus y minus 5y cubed. So this is going to give me 1 plus 2y squared into 1 plus 3y minus 5y cubed. Now let's multiply this out. I want to multiply this out. I have 1 plus 4y squared, yeah. 1 squared, 2 into this. And then I have 1 plus 3y. So when I multiply this, I'm going to have 1, 4y squared, 3y, 12y squared, 12y cubed. So the total is going to give me 12y cubed plus 16y squared plus 7y plus 1. So I now use this in this place. So I'm going to have 12y cubed plus 16y squared plus 7y plus 1 minus 5y cubed is equal to 0. So I have 7y cubed plus 16y squared plus 7y plus 1 equals 0. So this is the required equation with this as the root. Let's look at this. We have the equation x raised to the power 4 plus x cubed minus x plus 12 equals 0. We are now to find polynomial with roots alpha squared, beta squared, gamma squared, delta squared. So we have it like this. So the root of this one is alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. Now, to find the one with alpha squared, beta squared, gamma squared, and delta squared, we have to make it like this. Y equals to x squared. is y raised to the power 2 plus 12 is equal to y raised to the power half minus y raised to the power 3 over 2. Now square both sides. Both sides. We have y raised to the power 4 plus 144 plus 24 y squared. Squaring this side, we are going to have y plus y raised to the power 3 minus 2 into y raised to the power half into y raised to the power 3 over 2. So this is going to give us y raised to the power 4 plus 24, okay, 4y squared plus 144 is equal to y plus y cubed. When you add these powers, you are going to have minus 2y squared. So now, let's bring everything to one part. So you are going to have y raised to the power 4 plus 26y squared. No, y raised to the power 4 minus y cubed plus 26y squared minus y plus 144 equals 0. So this is the equation with roots alpha square, beta square, gamma square, and delta square. Now we have a cubic polynomial given as x cubed plus 5x squared plus 1 equals 0. We are now to find polynomial with alpha cube, beta cube, and gamma cube as roots and calculate x3 and x6. So we have x cubed plus 5x squared plus 1 equals 0. Now, to find the equation with alpha cube, beta cube, and gamma cube as roots, we equate y to the x cube. Therefore, x is equal to y to the power 1 over 3. Now, let's substitute this in the equation. So we have y plus 5 y raised to the power 2 over 3 plus 1 equals 0. Now, let's rearrange it so that by the time we cube both sides, the fraction of power will have disappeared. So let's make it like this. Y plus 1 is equal to minus 5 y raised to the power 2 over 3 cubed. Now, let's expand. This is going to be y cubed plus 3y squared plus 3y plus 1 is equal to minus 125 y squared. Minus 125 y squared. Now let's bring everything together. We are going to have y cubed plus 128 y squared plus 3y plus 1 equals 0. So this is the required equation. This is the required equation with alpha cube, beta cube, and gamma cube as roots. Now we have to find S6, and that is going to be sum of the squares of this. So it's going to be minus 2 solution alpha cube beta cube. So from this equation, solution alpha cube is 128. So S3 is minus 128. So S6 is what we are trying to find now. It's going to be minus 128 squared minus 2. What is this one? Alpha beta. That is 3. And let's see what it is. And that is 16378. So S6 16378. So you can see the job is very easy and it is fun. The cubic equation x cubed plus 3x squared minus 1 equals 0 has roots alpha, beta, and gamma. Find the cubic equation with roots alpha plus 2 over alpha, beta plus 2 over beta, gamma plus 2 over gamma. Hence determine alpha plus 2 multiplied by beta plus 2 multiplied by gamma plus 2 divided by alpha, beta, and gamma. D. Alpha over alpha plus 2 plus beta over beta plus 2 plus gamma over gamma plus 2. Now let's find the equation first. The equation is this: x cubed plus 3x squared minus 1 equals 0. And we want to find our equation with roots alpha plus 2 over alpha. So that means x plus 2 over x. So let's make it like this: y equals x plus 2 over x. Now we have to make x the subject of the formula. So we have xy equals x plus 2. So xy minus x equals 2. X into y minus 1 equals 2. So x equals 2 over y minus 1. So let's put this in. X equals 2 y minus 4. Now from there, you have to substitute 2 over y minus 1 for x in this equation. So let's do it. 2 over y minus 1 plus 3 to 2 over y minus 1 squared minus 1 equals 0. Now let's multiply through by y minus 1 cubed. So that's going to give me 2 cubed plus 3 into 2 squared into y minus 1 minus y minus 1 cubed equals 0. You know, y minus 1 cubed times this is going to give me this. This squared is going to give this. So let's expand. So I have 2 cubed plus 12 into y minus 1 minus y minus 1 all cubed equals 0. So the best thing for me is to expand all cubed. So this is going to give me 8 plus 12y minus 12 minus, expanding this is going to give me y cubed minus 3y squared plus 3y minus 1. So I'm going to have 8 plus 12y minus 12 minus y cubed plus 3y squared minus 3y plus 1 equals 0. So let's gather. Now I have minus y cubed plus 3y squared. I have 12 here minus plus 9y. So I have 8 minus 12, that's minus 4 plus 1 minus 3. So I can write it again as y cubed minus 3y squared minus 9y plus 3 equals 0. So this is the equation with the roots alpha plus 2 over alpha, beta plus 2 over beta, and gamma plus 2 over gamma. So this is the equation. Now we have to find alpha plus 2, beta plus 2, multiplied by gamma plus 2 over alpha, beta, and gamma. It is the product of all these roots. So to find product, it's going to be minus 3 over 1. That's minus 3. That is minus 3. Now, this is reciprocal. That is summation 1 over alpha. And that is going to be minus the coefficient of y over constant. And that is equal to minus